Hello friends, today we are going to see how to make creamy mushroom spaghetti. So let's get started.
Now for our dish, I'll obviously first need spaghetti. So I've boiled some spaghetti over here. Just make sure that you boil the spaghetti in nice salty water. Your water should be as salty as seawater. And just boil it as per packet instructions, and this is how you'll get your spaghetti. If you want them to be separate, you can also, just drizzle a little bit of oil on this. I've boiled this already and I'm going to keep this aside and start working on the next steps. First step is to add some butter in a saucepan. Here you go. Let this butter melt, and once this butter melts, I have this dish where I have multiple vegetables. So I have mushrooms, these are mushroom stems, these are some yellow and red bell peppers and some boiled corns. I'm only going to start with mushrooms and mushroom stems, and I'm going to saute these on high flame till the mushroom gets a sort of brown color to it. By the way, all the other vegetables are absolutely optional, but I like a little crunch in my spaghetti, but just mushroom is also absolutely fine because the main flavor should be of mushroom. So even if you're taking more vegetables or different vegetables, just make sure that their quantity is lesser as compared to the mushrooms that you take. This is an entire packet of button mushrooms. Now once the mushrooms are well cooked and nice and brown, I'm going to add in some garlic over here. So I have around a tablespoon and a half of nicely chopped garlic, fine chopped garlic. I'm going to mix this and cook the garlic. The raw smell of garlic has gone away. This is the time we start adding all our herbs. So if you have thyme and parsley, please add that. I don't have thyme and parsley, so as a replacement, I'm going to add a little bit of rosemary because this also goes well with mushrooms. And I add a little bit of coriander instead of parsley at this stage. Looks good. Apart from that, you can add like a little bit of basil, some mixed pasta, herbs. It's called Italian seasoning, it's called pasta seasoning. You can add in some red chili flakes as well. This is for a little bit of heat, only if you like it. I'm also going to add in little salt, and I'm going to add in some pepper. Mix this well. Now this is actually enough. We are sort of done with our nice mushroom fry, which we are going to use in our dish later. But if you like some additional crunch in your spaghetti, like me, you can add some other vegetables. In this case, I have some boiled corns and some bell peppers. I'm just going to add this. It gives a nice color and plus it gives a nice crunch. I don't want to cook all of this through. I'm just going to saute this for like a couple of minutes. This is done. I'm just going to take this out on a plate and then just start with our next process, that is making the creamy sauce. Now for the sauce, we are going to make a roux. So for roux, I'm just going to add like a tablespoon of butter again. And once this butter melts, I'm going to add in around a tablespoon of all-purpose flour, that's maida. So I'm just going to add this. And in case you're thinking why I have changed from a spatula to a whisk, it's because I want to mix this all-purpose flour really well in the maida so that it doesn't form any lumps. So whisk really helps. And I'm going to cook this till the raw flavor of the all-purpose flour goes away and it gets like a very little light brown color. That means that the maida is cooked. Now once the all-purpose flour is cooked, it will start smelling a little fragrant, and at this time I'm going to add in almost 3/4 to 1 cup of milk. Add it slowly and then just mix it so that again it does not form any lumps. See, this is where the whisk really comes in handy. Look, this has a tendency to thicken up. As you can see, it started to thicken up. That's when I add the rest of my milk as well, and again mix it really well. This has started to thicken up too. Now at this stage you can of course add some more milk, but I feel too much milk makes it too heavy and too rich. So instead of that, I add in some pasta water. So this was the same water in which I had boiled my pasta. I'm going to add this, not too much, because remember this was salty water. So I'm going to add it a bit at a time. Now I have to season every layer of my dish, so I'm obviously going to add some seasoning to this. No salt because salt water is already in, but I'm going to add in a little bit of white pepper. If you don't have white pepper, you can add black pepper as well. Add some pasta mix and add some dried basil. By the way, if you do have fresh herbs like fresh basil, fresh thyme, please use fresh herbs because they are far more tastier and it will just take your spaghetti to another level. But it's quite possible that you won't have it all the time, so dried is also fine. I do add a bit of chili flakes also because I like a little bit of heat. This has started boiling. At this stage, I'm going to add all the vegetables that we had sauteed right into this sauce. Yum, it's going to be so amazing. Just mix this. This is absolutely creamy. Now, if you want, you can also add some cheese to this. I don't add cheese because I already feel this is creamy and heavy, but if you love cheese, please add it. It's only going to taste good. And now once we have like a small boil in this as well, I'm going to add the spaghetti that we made. I've taken around 100 grams of spaghetti. It can easily feed 2 people, but you can take it as per your liking. Now you need not use a spatula for this. You can use tongs, but I'm used to spatula, so I'm just going to mix this with my spaghetti. And my friends, our spaghetti is done. Just top it with some parsley or coriander so that it looks pretty and even tastes good. And serve it with a nice glass of wine.